Welcome back to C#.NET tutorials. We are discussing the operators in C#. In this video, let us discuss increment and decrement operators. So here you can see we have completed arithmetic, assignment, conditional, concatenation operators. Now we are seeing increment and decrement operators. So I have commented the previous examples, and so let us see the increment and decrement operators. So I want to clearly tell you that increment operator will increase the value. Increment operator will increase the value of a variable by 1 exactly. Okay. So while the decrement operator will decrease it by 1 value. That means if you want to increase the value by 1, you can use this increment operator. And if you want to decrease the value by 1, you can use this decrement operators. Okay. So that's the purpose of increment and decrement operators. Here you can see. So I am declaring a variable, okay, count equal to 0. So if you want to increase this number, count equal to count plus 1. So normally we will do like this, right? But we can use the increment operator to do this operation. We can use the increment operator to do this operation. Okay, you can see that. So here what we are doing, we are increasing the variable count by 1 number. Okay, here also we are doing the exactly same thing. Okay, so this will come in more short form. Okay, this one is more used in complex operations or in loops like for loop, while loop. Okay, so if you want to decrease the value, so normally what we will do, so count equal to count minus 1. Normally we will write like this. Okay, so now we can use the decrement operator count minus minus. Okay, so this is how we can use the increment operator to increase the value. Okay, this is how we can use the decrement operator to decrease the value. So we don't need to assign the decreased value again. Here you can see, so we need to assign the decreased value again to that variable. Here also we need to assign the value again to that variable. Okay, that's not required in case of increment and decrement operators. Okay, let us see that. Console dot write line of count. Okay, so here it should be 1. Okay, let us see that after increment. Here it will be 1 and here it will be 2. Let us do the same thing after that, and here it should be 2 minus 1, 1. Okay, same thing. Okay, here it should be 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, so 1 2 1 0 we should get. Okay, okay, 1 2 1 0, exactly what we thought of. 1 2 1 0, so we got same 1 2 1 0. That means our analysis and understanding is correct. So you are increasing one value, so that 0 plus 1 is 1, so we got 1. And you are increasing with increment operator, so 1 already there, so 1 plus 1 is 2. So you are decreasing value, so 2 minus 1 is 1. You are decreasing with the decrement operator, so you will get 0. Okay, so this is how increment and decrement operators will work. Let me show you how we can use these increment and decrement operators in loops. Suppose let us take the for loop. So here what we are doing, so we are taking the variable, increment variable, and I want to loop through 10 numbers. Okay, so I'm checking I less than 10 or not, and here you can see I plus plus. That means we are increasing the value by one number. So initially it is 0, so after this statement it will become 1. Okay, in the next loop it will become 2, like that. Okay, we can use the decrement operator also. So this is how we will use in loops. Let me show you something tricky. Okay, so now we understand how the increment and decrement operators work, but we did not understand it completely. There is something else we need to learn. So here, let me show you some tricks. Console dot write line. Okay, here, what is the value inside count? 0. So what we will get? 0, obviously. Okay, let us run and see. So we got initial count as a 0. That's right. Okay, let us do the increment operator. Okay, let us apply the increment operator on top of the count variable. Now tell me what is the output of this statement. Okay, let me run and show you. So here now also we will get the output as a 0. Okay, so if you are thinking you will get 1, let us see. Okay, you can see we got value 0 only. Okay, so if you're surprised how we got 0 after applying plus plus operator, there is one thing you need to understand. Okay, let me show you it separately. So here I am applying count plus plus and here I will remove. Now tell me what is the output. So here I am having a 0 and here I am increasing it, so that 1. Here I am printing it. Okay, we will get 1 or 0. We'll get 1. Okay, see that. So we got the value 1. Okay. So you may be surprised that when we apply plus plus here, we got 0. But when we apply plus plus here, we got value 1. That means, so here you need to understand the semicolon, the statement. So if you put a semicolon, okay, the statement is ended here. And this statement is ended here. And this statement is ended here. So that means, so whenever the statement is completed, then this plus plus will take effect. That means we call this as the post increment operator. If you apply plus plus after the variable, that is post increment operator. That means this post increment operator will increase the value only after completion of that statement. Okay. So now let me tell you one more thing. So now, so we have seen what happens if you do plus plus, but let me show you what we can see if you do this. Okay, I'm applying plus plus before variable. Okay, now run this. See, we will get value 1. Okay, so this is what we have expected earlier. So now if you apply plus plus before, okay, plus plus before, we got value 1. That means this is a pre-increment. So pre-increment and post-increment. So we need to learn pre-increment and post-increment. Pre-increment and post-increment. So like that, pre-decrement and post-decrement. Like this, you need to understand 4 different scenarios. So if you apply plus plus before variable, that means it will increase the value and gives you the count variable. Okay, it will first increase the value and gives you the variable. But if you apply it after this, it will gives you the value in the expression. After completion of this line, it will increase the count variable. That means if you apply plus plus, okay, if you apply plus plus after the variable, it will increase after completion of the statement. Okay, that means this statement will get the non-incremented value. That means value before increment. Okay, So what we are doing here, we have incremented here. Here also it will increase the it will do the post increment operator, but you can see there is a semicolon. That means after completion of this statement, count value getting increased. That's where it is becoming 1. Now if you print this here, it will print value 1. Okay, so let me show you so what it will be after this. Okay, so now it is 0 and we are increasing here. That means it will be 1. Okay, here it will print 1. Okay, here it will print 1, but the value will be 2. Okay, here it will print 2. Okay, that's correct. So here after increment it is value 1. Here while printing the value it is 1 only. After completion of this statement it will become 2. Okay, here so we are printing the incremented value. Okay, let us run this. Here you can see so 1 and 2. So what we said, when we are printing it will be 1. Okay, first time, second time it will be 2. So here you can see value 1 and 2. Okay, so similarly post increment and pre-increment, there are post decrement and pre-decrements. Okay, let me take the value 10 and let me decrease it. Okay, this is post decrement. That means here the value will become 9. Okay, let me do the pre-decrement count. Okay, so pre-decrement the value becomes 8. So here let me decrease it post decrement. Okay, what will happen? What will be printed here? 8 will be printed, and after printing, after completion of the statement, count will be 7. So now here it will print 7. Let me apply pre-decrement. Okay, so what will be printed? 6 will be printed, and what will be after completion of the statement? 6. Okay, so now let me apply this one, post increment, post decrement. What will be the value? 5. So what will be the value after completion of the statement? 4. Okay, let us see it. So the printing values will be 8765. Okay, 8766. Let us see where we went wrong. You can see here, so the value is 6 here, and after when we are printing the value, it will be same. It will be same. So this decrement operator will be applied after completion of the statement. That means whatever the value there in the previous statement will be printed first, then the value will be decreased, right? So that's the catch. Okay, now 8766. Okay, so this is how we will apply the post and pre-increment, the post and pre-decrement. Okay, so these 4 statements are very important. Okay, so when you are using this increment and decrement operators in important expressions, you need to understand how these work. Okay, okay, that's about the increment and decrement operators. Okay, to get familiar with these post and pre-increment operators, do many examples. Okay, try to execute debug. So how the value is getting printed, how the value is getting changed in every statement, after printing, then before printing, after executing, before executing, like that. Okay, This one is important operators. These are important operators. Okay, so that's about the increment and decrement operators. In the next video, let us see logical and unlogical OR operators.